Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. NBA 2K22 is just around the corner and we have so much news to get through. Like literally, we have builder information, gameplay information, badge information. We have some gameplay, and when I say gameplay, I'm not talking about this trailer that dropped yesterday. I'll let this play throughout the video in the background, but I'm talking about this clip right here. So the trailer that dropped yesterday, I didn't make a video on it because it didn't really tell us anything, but this clip right here gives us more information than that entire trailer. First of all, you can see the difference in the movement, you see the difference in the signature size up, and then you see the new shot meter. A lot of people freaking out about the shot meter. Honestly, I don't really care because I don't play with the meter on. I just time my shot without the meter. But for those of you that do use the meter, my boy Toasted over on Twitter made a breakdown of exactly how the meter will work. But there's literally so much information to get into, from the article that 2K posted to Mike Wang tweeting to that video clip that we just showed of Luka to a bunch of other things. I'm not really going to give any opinions this video. I'm just going to get you all the information as fast as possible, man. So please just drop a like on the video for me not wasting your time, and let's get into all this news. So before we get into the article that has a ton of information, let's talk about the stuff Mike Wang was tweeting. I cut out some tweets because it was kind of the same information that was in the article, but I put in a lot of the tweets here in the beginning of this video. So let's see. Stage God said, if deep threes is removed, what's going to replace it? Mike Wang said deep threes was essentially split off into two separate skills. Off dribble equals chef, and catch and shoot equals limitless spot up badge. Next up, my boy Chadmar asked, is there a height cutoff for certain dribble moves? Mike Wang said, yes, there's a height requirement as well as a ball handle requirement for many dribble moves. Quay then asked what other badges were removed. Mike Wang said, these badges are removed for 22. Heat Seeker, Highlight Film, Antifreeze, Deep Threes, Hot Shot, Ice and Veins, Tireless Shooter, Relay Passer, Clutch Defender, Heart Crusher, Hot Stopper, and Trapper. All those badges are gone for 2K22. This is a good one here from your boy Chop. He said, for 22, will shot speed be changed depending on where you're shooting from again? Because I know you guys only did that to counter Zens. Also, vibration Q is gone. Mike Wang said, shot speed is no longer varied based on distance, but it will still vary based on other factors such as fatigue. Don't use a Zen. Amen, Mike. Amen. I really want to get into this article. There's so much info in it, but just a couple more tweets with some very valuable information for you guys, okay? So Power asked, is there a height cutoff for jump shots? And if so, what's the tallest you can make your player and get all the jump shots? Mike Wang said there still is a cutoff for some jump shots. 6'9" and under will be able to get all of them. Ray said, Baluba, is the speed glitch gone? Mike Wang said the speed glitch from current gen 2K21 is gone. Thank you, God. Last but not least, Cranky said, what ball control do you need for pro dribble moves? Mike Wang said you'll need 85 ball handling. Okay, that's all the tweets you need to see from Mike Wang. Basically, I left out a couple, but they're covered in the article, so you're going to get the information anyways. I didn't feel like there's a reason to say the same thing twice. But without further ado, let's get into this new 2K22 gameplay article. So the article 2K dropped NBA 2K22 gameplay update. I'm going to skip around. I'm not going to go in order of what they listed it. I'm going to go in order of things that I care about to try to get you the best stuff right in the beginning. But as you can see, estimated read time is over 12 minutes long. I'm gonna do my best to get through it way faster than that. All right, so let's get into it. So obviously the first thing I'm gonna talk about when I saw this was builds, badges, and takeover. Y'all know me. So player builds is another hot topic when it comes to 2K. In NBA 2K21, we debuted a brand new builder system on new gen, which is next gen, whatever, that allowed you to set up attribute caps however you saw fit. As with any new big developments, there are always growing pains. We've made a lot of adjustments to the system to create more balanced builds and give incentive for creating all different types of players. Smalls will see distinct advantages over bigs and vice versa. So by the sounds of this, they're confirming that the builder is going to be very similar to the next gen builder. They just tweaked it to make it more balanced. Next, they said the amount of badge points at your disposal has been increased significantly, giving you more options for how you badge out your Myplayer. The new detailed builder screen makes it much easier for gamers to identify the available badges, the cost of each tier, and the attribute thresholds required to hit each tier. You can also see how those numbers change in real time as you adjust your attribute caps. Another cool addition is the ability to create badge loadouts. This is like Call of Duty when you set up your class, you know what I mean? So these allow you to quickly and easily toggle what badges you have equipped based on how you're playing on a given day, or even based on the matchup stepping up on the got next. Here are new badges you can play around. So next up, they're going to talk about new badges, but that is a cool little feature, those badge loadouts, because think about it, like a post scorer stepping on the court, you're going to want to make sure you got post move lockdown, moving truck, all those badges on, as opposed to when you're playing against, regular PNR defense and stuff like that. So here are the new badges that they listed. Fast twitch, ability to get off the floor quicker for standing layups and dunks. dunks, grace under pressure, ability to convert standing layups more effectively, limitless takeoff, ability to soar from further away on driving dunk attempts, mouse in the house, ability for bigs to finish over shorter players more efficiently, unstrippable, ability to secure the ball better when gathering for layups or dunks, chef, ability to knock down Steph-like off-dribble three-pointers, limitless spot-up, ability to hit logo range threes off a catch and shoot. Lucky number 7, boost your ability to score when shooting early in the clock. Mismatch expert, ability to successfully shoot over taller defenders on a switch. Glue hands, ability to make difficult catches and quicker branch out to a shot or dribble. Hyperdrive, boost the speed and effectiveness of moving dribble moves. Mike Wang also made a tweet about that, so we're going to talk about that. Quick chain, boost the ability to quickly chain dribble moves together. Post playmaker, boost the effectiveness of both shots and moves when playing in the post. Triple threat juke, increases the effectiveness of triple threat fakes, jabs, and go moves. We got 3 more badges they gave us. Ball stripper, ability to strip layup and dunk attempts more effectively. Hustler, ability to get to those scrappy 50-50 balls quicker than opponents. Menace, yes, there's a menace badge, significantly drops the offensive rating of opponents when you smother them. They then went on to say that brings our total badge count to 80, with a number of existing badges also getting a nice upgrade. There's a lot to choose from the loadout feature, blah, 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 blah. But then they said all 80 badges will also be on current gen. It says we've ported all 80 badges to current gen, a massive upgrade for our fan base. They then said one final Myplayer upgrade I wanted to call out is a new gen exclusive, so this won't be on current gen, called Takeover Perks. These are modifiers that you can unlock and equip to strengthen your existing takeover abilities. I'm not going to list them out because we want them to be a surprise, but it's a great upgrade to the takeover system that adds a layer of depth and strategy to how you compete online. My next major concern was defense, because I feel like defense was bad on both games. There was just so many things wrong, ghost contest, sliding, all that stuff. So let's see what they say. The primary goal for defense was to give gamers the tools to be able to really change the outcome of the game on the floor and at the rim. If you were a great perimeter defender who anticipated well, we wanted you to be able to clamp up the dribbler and force a pass. If you were a rim protector, we wanted to give you the ability to send away weak shot attempts at will. Our engineers were determined to achieve those goals, and we're extremely happy with the results. The shot contest and blocking system were completely rebuilt, leading to several new snatch blocks and volleyball spikes that never happened before. This also paved the way to reward basketball IQ much more in our shooting system. The shot contest rewrite removed the ghost contests, thank God, that many complain about, and this year being out of position or not getting a hand in the shooter's face will lead to some easy buckets for the offense. On the other hand, properly crowding shooters with good contests will result in plenty of bricks and air balls, as they should. Then they go on, and the first paragraph just talks about body ups and bump steals and how they reduced it, and they're making the movement, feel better, and the contact and the body ups and all that. But then they go on to say shifts, launches, stops, and cuts all feel much tighter, and with even more new gen foot planting improvements, you'll see a lot less sliding on both ends of the floor. But now it's really important what they say next. Steals also received an upgrade with a greater emphasis placed on the steal attribute. Low-rated stealers get sluggish animations that punish them when they reach, while high-rated stealers with good timing and opportunity will be able to pick pockets at a much higher rate. Also be prepared to see more layup and dunk strips from high-rated stealers when slashers try to force their way to the rim in a crowd. On to dribbling, and honestly, dribbling, they had more information in this article than anything else in the game, I think. So they said offense will obviously never be neglected in 2K basketball game, and I'm thrilled with our offering in 2K22. Dribbling is something that I personally spend a lot of time. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Can we get to the actual information, please? The one-to-one basic size-ups have been removed and replaced by one-to-one signature size-ups. But what exactly does that mean? Flicking the pro stick in various directions last year gave you fairly generic-looking size-ups, while holding up on the stick gave you a nice-looking mocap dribble series. This year, the goal was to marry the two and give each player a unique feel and rhythm when sizing up, while also giving gamer complete control over how the series plays out. KD's big hezzy crosses, Harden's around and through the leg move, Steph's quick machine gun crosses, and Luka's methodical rock back and forth dribbles are all now under the gamer's direct control rather than a preset movie. The speed stick that we introduced in New Gen last year also returns, so flicking the stick quickly results in quicker dribble moves, while slower flicks give you more rhythmic ones. There are around 50 unique signature size-up packages to choose from, each with its own distinct advantages. Make sure you give them all a try to find out which one best suits the rhythm of how you like to play. Additionally, you can equip one of 32 unique dribble sequences, which I've called signature combos as well. These are quick 3 to 4 second dribble combos that you can trigger by simply holding sprint and flicking the pro stick up. Mixing the signature size-ups and signature combos together gives you a limitless variety of how you want to break down your defender. When it comes to dribble movement, you'll notice a significantly faster overall pace and much tighter control over how you navigate the court. Each of the 28 unique dribble styles received a nice refresh and new content that accentuates the signature style of its given player. We've also added 4 new WNBA dribble styles. And then if you skip down just a little bit, you'll see he says, another nice upgrade to dribble movement is height compensation. Last year, taller players could outpace shorter players with the same speed with ball rating. This has been resolved for 2K22 to ensure that smaller players are no longer lagging behind. So that is a really good change. The fact that that was even a thing last year was stupid. But then he basically says, and everything he mentioned about dribbling is the same for new gen and current gen, okay? So whether you're playing next gen or current gen, everything he just said about dribbling will be true for both games. Okay, that's everything on dribbling. On to shooting. He says shooting has undergone many changes in 2K22. Then he starts talking about the shot meter, which I already showed you in the beginning of the video, and I already showed you, exactly how the meter works and whatnot. So we're gonna skip through that, and he's gonna say the major emphasis for shooting success this year is shot IQ. The teams that work for open looks and take smart shots are going to see much more success than the teams that force up bad shots. It sounds elementary, but it's something we really keyed in on this year, as taking quality shots was more or less overshadowed by ratings and stick skills. Shot timing still plays a major role in the skill gap, and yes, you still have an additional boost when turning off your meter, which we already knew. Mike Wayne confirmed on Twitter, but will only take you so far if you're taking bad shots. We've heavily focus group tested the new shooting mechanics with players of all skill levels and believe this is the best that shooting has ever felt on NBA 2K. On to post play. Okay, now a little treat for the bigs. We spent a lot of time upgrading post play with loads of new content, including new movement and new arsenal of back-to-basket moves. Similar to face-up ball handling, many of the new moves are cancels and aborts. For example, start a post spin by twirling the pro stick, then immediately move the left stick in the opposite direction for a spin back. There are also new RT/R2 fakes that keep you engaged in post, allowing you to chain multiple fakes together without disengaging. You can also take advantage of new disengage face-up moves, controls to help you avoid steals, new hop shots, fades, hooks, and better pull chair mechanics. There's a lot of great combinations of fakes once you've mastered the controls. On to finishing, and there is so much info here. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but let's check it out. We also made a strong push to get more of a skill gap into finishing at the rim. As beautiful as the motion capture dunks are, it's a shame that once you saw one fire off, you basically knew it was an automatic 2 points. With the revamped blocking system, we're now giving rim protectors more tools to make great stops at the rim. On top of that, on new gen, we've added timing meters to both alley-oop and aggressive skill dunk attempts. When the alley pass is in the air, you'll need to press the shot button at just the right time to finish off the oop. If you're too early or late, you'll either smoke the finish or miss the catch completely. Side note, you can force bounce pass alley-oops this year. And on the dunking side, holding sprint and pulling straight down on the pro stick will trigger the aggressive skill dunks. When you have a defender standing underneath the rim, using the aggressive skill dunk feature will let you basically force a dunk attempt on demand as long as you have a strong dunker and you have a bit of a runway. It's tough to hit a perfect timing for these high risk, high reward plays, but it's so gratifying when you can pull it off. We've also added dunk celebrations into the game that basically work like jump shot landing celebrations. So not only you can throw down some nasty dunks in traffic with the new feature, you can also equip the signature dance to show off a little bit afterwards. He then says, the last thing I wanted to mention about dunks in 2K22, you'll now have the ability to completely customize your dunk repertoire with an all new dunk style creator. I'm assuming it's like the jump shot creator, but for dunks. But then he says, this is a great feature that allows you to have detailed control over the exact style of your dunk packages and lets you equip more dunks on your player than ever before. There's a few other things in the article that were basically just kind of fluff in there that I didn't feel like were actual, information that I wanted to cover in this video, but I did want to mention this. He said, in fact, we had the wonderful opportunity to bring in several respected community members and 2K pros to beta test gameplay a few weeks ago. Their feedback was incredibly valuable to us and allowed us to put the finishing touches on gameplay to ensure the best possible launch experience. Big thanks to those guys, and we look forward to hosting more of those types of events in the future. For those of you wondering, no, I was not invited. I did not beta test the game. I did not beta test the builder. I did not get to check out anything, but apparently they did bring in people, so hopefully they did a good job.